Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from Doris Burke on the sideline coming up. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First for the Hawks. And looking at the Bucks.
Hey, it's the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. And now we go out to Milwaukee with Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, this is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Hawks, we've got Williams. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. And it's Rosario in at the 4. And for Milwaukee,
for the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
The Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Atlanta Hawks. And now
it's the NBA on 2K. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting 5 for both teams. First for the Bucks. And for Atlanta, we've got Williams. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Welcome, everyone. This is what you've been waiting for. The NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Hawks, we've got Williams. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And it's Rosario in at the power forward position. And for Milwaukee,
the Bucks actually made it back into the playoffs last season, but it wasn't because they were dominant at home. Only 21-20 at the Bradley Center, and those 21 wins were the fewest of any team that played in the playoffs.
so Atlanta will get the first possession. Number 16, defended by Perez. Finish to Williams. 14 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound. Well, Clark, as you said, the Bucks didn't offer a lot as far as protecting their home court. In the end, it could come back to bite them as they lost 2 in a row on their home floor and got swept out of the playoffs. Steve, by Miami.
Well, that was a pretty tough matchup for anybody, but for Milwaukee, a team that was below 500, that was near impossible. But look, it was a struggle for the Bucks. We expected that, but getting to the playoffs was an accomplishment. We'll see if they can build on that this year.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Castro passes to Williams. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Number 13. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
Castro passes to Cruz. Castro. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. Seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of a game.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
That free throw good from Castro.
You know, last season the Hawks were a solid team on the road. Nothing spectacular. Really what you'd expect from a 3 seed in the East. Ended the year with a 19-22 road record. Not bad.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Clark, you said it about the Hawks last year, 19-22 on the road. You really need to hover around 500 on the road. Don't you think, Steve, to position yourself for the playoffs?
No question. As long as you can control your home court and get a good record there, then 500 on the road is just fine. But this is a Hawks team that's looking to take the next step, Kevin, to really become elite. They've been kind of stuck in the middle for a while now.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of the defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
6 to shoot. The 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Cruz. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here is Ross. Number 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Castro, defended by Hawks. Castro passes to Cruz. Hawks passing it around. The tray. And good on the basket. Book it. He has 5.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
He dishes it to Ross. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. He passes it to Perez. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Castro. The Hawks leading by 3.
Get him. Down three. Do it, Nicole.
Pass to Rosario. He feeds it to Williams. Backs down. Fader on the line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Perez. Plenty of space. Buries the jump shot. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Williams. Castro, defended by Ross. Here's Castro, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
That free throw good from Castro. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them, but many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team, and that's exactly what they did.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, not for anything positive. In the January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 15 points over the course of the entire game.
Cruz the pass to Castro.
I'm back. I got back. Go pick up your man. All right, here.
In the high post. Rebound, Milwaukee. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA, but overall, we're a solid offensive team, right around the middle of the league. Steve just got to show it can't happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses, and I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
The ball. Go over it.
He kicks to Williams. Backing down. Buries it down low. Bucks trail by 3. And the pass to Perez. Number 15. He's guarded by Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Passes to Perez. They get it back.
He could have tipped it home. but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And the Hawks making a change here. Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Cruz. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He passes to Rosario. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. There's Castro.
Good boy, good boy.
Misses off the left iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Number 13, defended by Cruz. No good from Perez.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. The Hawks making a switch here. Number 7 lays it up and banks it in. Bucks trail by 3. Number 33, defended by Rosario.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
And back to Minnesota, they were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year, they're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Reyes, he's checked in for the Hawks.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with the rebound. I got box here. Quick out.
Good on both.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee the other way now. Number 3. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. They're not a team that can contend for the title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
Well, the Bucks playing here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center, one of the older arenas in the NBA at around a quarter century. And the Bucks have said they'll leave Milwaukee after the 2017 season unless a new arena is built.
And the first one drops. And back to the arena situation here in Milwaukee. This is one of the smaller markets in the NBA. Steve, that can make it tougher to get an arena done.
Well, and there's a potential change in ownership that has loomed over the franchise as well. Obviously, we all want to see the team stay in Milwaukee. A lot of great history here going way back. So hopefully an arena deal will get done.
The Hawks leading. He lobs up the alley pass. takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Milwaukee with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. 0. He's guarded by Williams. They grab the own miss. Misses the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Blocked. Number 3. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Hawks leading by 3. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Cruz, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. No! 0. He's guarded by Williams. And there's the pass to Cruz. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Reyes.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Passes it to Cruz. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Hawks working the ball around. Number 7 lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Hawks lead by 5.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting 40% here in the early stages. There's Williams. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Cruz. Trying to get back on track. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks making a switch here. The Hawks leading by 5. Kicks it to Williams. That's a floater goal.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league.
I got shooter here. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss.
So he gets them both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Bucks trail by 7. 1:05 left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Cruz.
Reset.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Hawks leading by 7.
Get them. Down screen. Do it, the ball. Yep. Trim down. Use that.
36 seconds left to play here in the first. Williams from outside.
Rotate, keep hold.
But they'll get another chance. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pick. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. Number 15 drops it in from 11 feet. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Go.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Hawks?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a rare breed, a stretch four who's also a big factor on the offensive boards. Ersan said, "That's part of my game, to be active. Some nights you aren't going to hit those shots, but if I have this in my pocket, just go in there and crash on the offensive glass. It's all about second effort." Guys?
Well, it seems he can do both, Doris. His role is steadily growing, Joe. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Through the pass to Ross. Number 12 drills the elbow jumper.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they have. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Rejected by Ross. But they recover it. They get the rebound. Number 24. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Hawks making a switch here. And that one misses.
A big problem for the Bucks last season was closing out games in the fourth quarter. You know, too often they would see their defense fall to the wayside as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close ones.
Williams with the block. But they get it back.
5 seconds. Kick it out.
Second shot opportunity. And yes, sir, that one drops. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Well, Clark, you brought it up. The Bucks defense would be solid for 3 quarters of the game, but would just not look like they were supposed to be in the fourth quarter. Sure, Steve, if it was fatigue or something else that got to them.
I thought one of the keys was they didn't have great perimeter defense. And so even though they were a good shot blocking team, they were constantly having to cover up on penetration. And so even though you might get some shot blocks, you're also going to give up layups and offensive rebounds. That was a major problem for the Bucks last year.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Number 15. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Ross from downtown. The shot no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Number 13. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one misses. And the Hawks making a change here. And he's good on the second.
Well, that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a two-possession lead at least.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Perez.
Hey, good boy.
Again. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, guys, you go back to last season. I mean, this is a team that hit just 74% of its free throws. I know they'd like to see that number go up.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
He misses the free throw. And the Hawks making a change here.
Rebound, shoot on it, Sars. You got it out.
Make sure the pitch down there. I got shoot.
Good on the second free throw. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
I see him.
Passes it to Castro. Shot clock at 6. Number 16. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Number 13, defended by Cruz. Feeds to Ross. Number 87 cleans the shot with nobody near him. Hawks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's a screen. Doubled by Ross. Number 16. Williams passes to Cruz. The rebound by the Bucks.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
And the Bucks with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Number 13. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Hawks leading.
Help!
Pass to Castro. The pass to Rosario. Lets the 3 fly. The shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
The score now all even. He has 6. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Cruz. Castro. Here's Rosario. The Hawks again can't hit.
On wing.
Pass to Perez. And the rejection by Rosario. The pass to Cruz. Looking to end the drought. And the jumper is good. And the Hawks lead by 2. The Bucks have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line maybe.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
Number 15, he's guarded by Williams. Gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Number 16, defended by Perez. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, a curious signing for the Bucks this offseason, bringing in Pachulia on a 3-year mid-level type deal. This is a team that already had a logjam in the front court with Sanders, Henson, Ilyasova, and Drew Gooden. The Bucks traded away promising forward Tobias Harris last year for what became a couple of second-round picks. They did much the same with Mbah Moute. It's all about getting the most out of your assets. Guys, we'll see how the Bucks do shuffling their pieces around.
It'll be interesting to see. Thanks, Doris.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Williams a screen. Passes it to Rosario. Number 16, defended by Perez. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Castro. And they'll recover it. Pass to Rosario. Hawks passing it around. Castro, defended by Ross. Castro passes to Rosario. Poked away. Here's Perez. It's rebounded by Rosario.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
All alone. Can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way, and it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Number 13, defended by Rosario. Number 13, 6 on the shot clock. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 10.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Switch. Open shot. Williams. Ross grabs the board. Bucks leading by 4. Number 13. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Hawks making a change here. And so it's Atlanta with it. Now Williams. Now the pass to Castro. Back to Williams. Castro defended by Ross. 6 to shoot. No good from Castro. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. He has 6. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Passes to Perez. There's the screen.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Puts it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
And so it's Atlanta with it. After the main shot from Perez, Williams gets a screen from Rosario. The shot is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Perez. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Bucks making a switch here. The Hawks trail by 4.
Who's got ball?
1:57 left in the first half. Castro passes to Rosario. Clock at 6. He passes to Castro. Shoots it. Misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 4. 1:29 left now here in the second. The pass to Perez. Great tee that time from Rosario.
I like the work there, contesting that shot. That looked like it was going to be easy. They forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
And the Hawks making a change here. $1:11 left to play here in the half. Outside Williams.
No shot.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's the screen. Number 11 loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Outside Williams. Again, Williams missing.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Dishes it to Ross. .26 seconds left to play in the first half. 5 to shoot. Number 7. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
The step back jumper is good. He's got 6. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. And blocked. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Bucks lead by 2. And it's time now for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll be back shortly to get the second half underway. And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios on a beautiful Sunday night, it's time for the halftime report. A tight one for the Bucks, squaring off against the Atlanta Hawks. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. And on the other side, the Hawks also putting up big numbers. An excellent job of getting into the paint, piling up those second chance points. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Here is Ross. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Passes it to Perez. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break, the Hawks. Number 16. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, you look at the numbers from a season ago, guys. This was one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the NBA, 72%.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And he makes the first.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Rebound. I got it. Box here.
And it's tied up with that one. The Bucks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Bucks passing it around. Looking to end this cold spell. He lays it in. 10 points for him.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Pass to Rosario. Shot clock at 6. Number 16. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And it's the Bucks ball. A 2-point game. Number 13. A second effort. No good from Perez.
Well, they need a shot or 2 to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. On the wing, Williams. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The pass to Perez.
Watch the cutter. Watch the back part. 5 seconds.
From 15 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half. You know, you look at the Hawks last season, and despite the emergence of Jeff Teague as a point guard, didn't have a dominating assist guy at that position, and it was basically more of an equal opportunity offense as far as the assists go.
Ross. Number 13 fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. He's got 14.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And Clark, as you said, the Hawks are a very good passing team. Steve actually finished third in the NBA in assists per game last year as a team.
Well, it helps when you have great passers at every position. And I thought that was the case for Atlanta last year. The ball moved. Players tried to create easier shots for each other. And that's why they were a pretty effective team. Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
So it's the Bucks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Perez.
Yo, look at the clock.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Bucks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Perez. The Bucks making a switch here.
You got it out. You got it out. Get you the pitch down there. I got shoot.
No free throws, good from Perez.
You know, during the season before last, the Bucks' problem had been offense. They just couldn't put up points consistently, and even when their defense would hold up, they would simply get outgunned by teams. They decided to change that by trying to be more of a transition team last year.
Pass to Rosario. And there's the feed to Williams. The pass to Rosario. Castro fires at the elbow. And the shot is good. He's got 8. And back to the Bucks actually led the entire Eastern Conference in pace and were 3rd overall in the NBA. Steve, only teams that were ahead of them were the Rockets and Nuggets, 2 teams you always think of winning.
Well, it makes sense for the Bucks to play that style last year. They had that backcourt of Ellis and Jennings, a lot of speed and quickness. They later added J.J. Redick, so you had shooting. So they had to play fast. It made some sense, but in the end, you know, they've made some changes in the offseason, and they're looking to get better.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee.
That's just tremendous. You'd love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Go.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Castro. Releases. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 10 points for him. Here is Ross. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
The ball. Cross screen, over it.
Number 13. The shot no good. Some solid defense here from Castro. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Number 16, defended by Ross. 6 to shoot. For the lead.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
No one near him.
Oh, yeah!
Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here.
Corner, Phil. Back screen, I got you. Here we go. Get it going.
And there's the pass to Castro.
Got you.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Hawks making a switch here. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Cruz.
Screen.
Get it going. Bring a ball.
Clock at 6. Number 15. And the layup falls. And now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play it.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Milwaukee. Number 16. That's good on the jump shot. 12 points for him. The Bucks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Pass it to Cruz.
You got nothing.
Number 87, defended by Rosario. Nice D from Rosario.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Number 15.
Stop, wing. Whoa. Inside. Stop.
Now the pass to Cruz.
5 seconds.
Puts it up. And he jams it with authority.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Bucks. Number 7. And that one's good. He has 6.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
This is my house. Pick up now.
For the lead, the rebound by the Bucks. Pass to Cruz. There's the pitch.
Screen.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Number 15. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Hawks trailing. Number 15. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And the Bucks, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Rebounded by Rosario.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Number 77. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
The first free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here.
I got shooter, man. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound, big rebound. Let's get it, get it, get it. Pinch here.
That one drops. He ties it up. And the Bucks, their shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Passes it to Cruz. To the inside. Number 13. They recover it. Fast break, the Hawks.
Get it going. I got Go screen. Got you. Flash the ball. I got you, screen.
Switch.
There's the pass to Rosario. Shot clock at 6.
I'm good. You stay. Get the perimeter.
For the lead. Kept alive by Atlanta. Number 16. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 14 points for him.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
I got shooter.
The dish to Ross. They need this one. It's rebounded by Rosario.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. Get them. Decent edge and rebounds.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Pass to Cruz.
Rotate, pull.
I thought.
Swiped it away. The Bucks trail. Number 87, chipped back in for 2. He has 6.
Excellent work to turn that miss into 2 points on the tap in.
Hustle points, I believe they call it.
And great instincts, too. They're just anticipating where the ball is heading. And a great job. They're beating everybody else to the ball.
So it's Atlanta now. This is it to Cruz. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Hawks lead by 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Number 13, defended by Rosario. Number 13. Number 87. That drops.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
And the pass to Rosario. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Rosario. And the Hawks making a change here.
Bring back my feet.
Both free throws good from Rosario. Here's Perez. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Hawks on top. They're up by 3. And will return shortly. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin, closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
And the Hawks with possession here. 3-point lead. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. The Hawks making a switch here. They get a hand on it. Looking to get back on track here. You know what? Great D that time from Cruz. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Castro. Rosario. And a miss there on the triple. Lets it go from the wing. No good from Ross. The Hawks shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. 7-foot shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Fast break for Hawks. There's Castro. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance.
I'm up.
Rebounded by the Bucks.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Passes it to Perez. He dishes it to Ross. Six on the shot clock. Number 13, defended by Cruz. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
You know, nobody responds to end-of-game pressure like this guy. That's what comes to mind immediately for me. He's hit some monumental shots in his career. Some guys just embrace the moment at the end of the game. That's him.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive action. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
The offensive rebound to take the lead. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And it's tied up with that one.
I got shooter here. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss.
Gotta get the rebound. I got it. Box here.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Hawks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Now the pass to Rosario. They set the pick. Pass to Castro. Williams shoots from the elbow. Can't hit.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
Here's Ross. Sinks the three-pointer. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Out! One more! I'm back.
Castro defended by Ross. Cruz the pass to Williams. Pocket 4. James the 12-footer. Timeout called the Bucks.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, "We're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win." Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Ross. Passes it to Perez. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Cruz. Here's Williams. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
And so it's Milwaukee now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Castro, defended by Perez. Here's Cruz. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
I got shooter. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Big chair.
No good on the second free throw. The Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Goes back up. Number 87 takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they've turned them all into points.
Hawks passing it around. He nails it, and we're tied up.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Pass to Perez. He feeds it to Ross. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Castro. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes to Cruz. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. The Bucks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. He kicks it to Ross. Number 87.
Box out.
Using his post move to get the 2 points. The Hawks trailing. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
And there's the pass to Castro.
Hit me, I'm open. I'm up. Fish. Here we go.
Rejected by Ross. Inside, here's Perez. Rebounded by the Hawks. Williams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Rosario. And right on target. Good. Here is Ross. Pass to Perez.
No shot.
6 to shoot. Kicks to Ross. There's the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. He passes to Rosario.
No shot. Watch it, Connor.
Williams is screening to take the lead. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The Bucks trail. Number 87, defended by Rosario. There's the pass to Perez. Lock at 6. Number 13, and it's blocked by Rosario. Fast break, the Hawks. Number 16, defended by Ross. Here's Castro, and it's blocked by Perez. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here is Ross. Pass to Perez. Number 15, he's guarded by Williams.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
First free throw is good.
You got it out. You got it out.
Make sure to pitch down there. I got shooter.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
So it's the Hawks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Castro. Looking to get it going. No good. Some solid defensive work there from Ross. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Great close out there, forcing the errant shot.
Well, he made it a tough shot again. He didn't give up on it, and he got a hand up.
Shot's good. Bucks trail by 3. Number 13, defended by Cruz. The pass to Perez. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound.
Reset.
Number 13, defended by Castro. And the shot is good.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Great game for him. Just one more rebound, he'll have the double-double.
Well, he's been causing a lot of trouble down low.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback. 8 points for Williams.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Ross. Excellent defense there from Rosario.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch is basically going AWOL.
Pass to Castro. Lets it go with a three. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
Number 13. Number 87. Williams with the block. The Hawks leading by 3. Number 16, defended by Ross. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
They're having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. The defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside, double teaming and being active with their feet and hands.
And the free throw, no good. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Number 87. Rebound by the Hawks. Williams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeding. Castro, defended by Perez. Passes it to Castro. Nice D from Perez.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
Get that bucket in no time at all.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're leading by 3. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. .116 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Castro. Gets himself open and drills it.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 5. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. .110 left here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Perez. From deep. Good on the shot.
Well, it took him a long time to get that three-point range. Maybe this will get him going.
The Hawks leading. Number 16, defended by Perez. Pass to Castro. The 3.
Get it!
They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch, you gotta love it.
So it's the Bucks now. Here's Perez with the putback. It's good on the putback.
Excellent timing on that tip in. That's something that makes him so good. I mean, just great timing in the air around the basket. A gift.
Come on!
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Williams. The rebound by the Bucks. Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 2. 20 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Well, what do you think, Clark? Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Passes it to Perez. They set the pick. To tie it up. Ooh, offline. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss.
Gotta get the rebound. I got it. I got box here.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Tell you what, you can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Castro. For the win. And it's sent back by Ross. And he recovers it. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Bradley Center. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. So it's the Hawks show. Dishes to Williams. Pass to Castro. Defended by Ross. 6 to shoot. Number 16. Sinks the triple. He's got 21.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Here is Ross. To the paint. Number 87. No good. Excellent D from Rosario. The Hawks leading by 3. Number 16. Shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Bucks passing it around. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Number 13. Rebound Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Castro, defended by Perez. Castro passes to Williams. Rosario. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Perez. He uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, what an amazing throwdown. Fearless to go after a big guy in the paint like that.
Castro passes to Williams. Fires from the line. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Passes it to Perez. Now the feed to Ross. To the middle. Number 15. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Number 16, defended by Perez. Number 16, second chance shot, and it's Williams laying it in. And the Hawks lead by 1. Timeout called the Bucks. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this exciting game. Number 13, defended by Cruz. And there's the pass to Perez. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Castro.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
That's good. Milwaukee with the ball. They trail by 3. Here is Ross. Number 87. Shot is off. Nice D from Rosario. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Castro.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
There's the dish to Ross. Passes to Perez. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Big time bucket there, Clark.
And Kevin, the crowd is loving it.
Well, they know exactly how big that shot was.
That free throw good from Perez.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
And Atlanta has possession. Castro. And he banks in the layup.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. I mean, they don't know what to think.
The pass to Perez. Makes the lead pass. Number 15. It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
He dishes it to Williams. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here is Ross. Number 87. Can't get it to go. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Castro. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Those are some big-time heroics at the stripe. A little bit of defense, and they can put this one in the win column.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
He feeds it to Ross. Number 13. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.